Last year, UP State Representative Dave Preston said that the infrastructure for the proposed Copperwood mine next to Lake Superior and the Porcupine Mountains wilderness could lay the foundations for a future data center.
You know, it's much more than just the mine. That infrastructure is going to go towards many more things and many more opportunities, whether it be, energy expansion, which could bring in potentially, who knows, from data centers.
Dave just proved the point we've been making for years. What starts with a mine doesn't end there. Once you roll out power grid and cell towers and heavy industrial roads, you open the floodgates for ongoing industrialization in the absolute last place where you want that sort of thing. What's more, the mine itself could become the data center. Recently, we received an email from someone who asked Google's Gemini Pro about what the Copperwood mine might be used for post-closure.
A mine site with pre-built, high-voltage power access is a plug-and-play location for a data center. The UP's climate reduces cooling costs 30 to 40% through ambient cooling. Furthermore, the underground mine voids can be used for geothermal cooling by pumping water from the deep shafts to chill server racks.
Now, it's no surprise that AI is predicting the expansion of AI. As it turns out, AI is AI's biggest fan. But information processing only draws on readily available material. So the fact that this response is as precise as it is suggests that serious conversations are already unfolding. And in fact, back in February, we learned that InvestUP, the same entity acting as Copperwood's biggest cheerleader, with a board of directors that just happens to include the mine's CEO, is already holding those conversations.
The future of data centers in the UP may not be quite as distant as we think.
We received outreach about 2 months ago from what's called a data center aggregator looking for property opportunity in the Upper Peninsula. So we worked with our local partners to put together prospective properties for them to consider.
Batante says these properties are dotted all across the UP.
Folks, for years we've been asking, is this really a good place for a mine? Most of you say no. But to the few who have been holding out, now we gotta ask, well, is it a good place for a data center? Is this a good place for a data center? Is this a good place for a data center?